All right, Algebra 1. I have gone over a couple of problems in videos. I am going to go over a couple of additional problems. There will be problems that I will outright not cover because I want to see how you think and what work you have. So far, I have gone through several. I've went through every 8.1 module work, and I looked at examples and how different people did things. So I am going to share some of that as I go through it. If you need help, feel free to pause, go over your way of doing it, and then examine mine. With math, with life, there's always more than one way to solve any problem. So if I do mine a different way than yours, feel free to tell me how you did yours. Attach pictures, type it in, or write it down, however you think. So, Khan Academy is an awesome resource. Delta Math, log into it and use my code. Get into the 2021 algebra, and there is plenty of practice on how to solve equations with feedback. Today, what I'm going to look at is distributive property, equivalent equations. Please click those links. That's great videos that you can watch. You can fast forward them, click through it. There's tons of resources. So if the way I explain it is confusing, feel free to use other resources. I have done number 39A. So if you need more of an explanation on that, feel free to look at the previous video. So this is one way of looking at the problem. Another way of looking at the problem is a coefficient and a variable. Well, there it is. A coefficient and a variable side by side being multiplication. So to undo multiplication, the inverse operation is division. You notice that division looks like a fraction because fractions are forms of division. So when you divide, you're trying to get rid of that whole thing. So you have to divide by -3. So x is going to equal -4. So remembering operations with integers, a negative times a negative is positive. A positive times a positive is positive. It's when the signs are different that you get a negative product or quotient. So over here, if you look at it, you divide it by 2 and you were able to get x by itself. Over here, you divide it by 3 and we're able to get x by itself. So in order to get x by itself over here, what will we need to do? If you said divide by a, you're awesome. I was going through people's work yesterday, and they said, Ms. Schluto, how dare you give me an impossible question? So in algebra, you may have algebraic equations. That is an answer. So everything is answerable. Nothing is impossible. We may have to adjust our expectations, but everything is possible. So I will continue to do some other problems, but right now this is the work for 39 and to help you get started with other resources.